How you doing, lassies? The name is Waddle. Waddle. W. Waddle. Minecraft 1.21. And just based off of what we saw at Minecraft Live, I may be biased, but I'm not biased at all. I think 1.21 is going to shape up to be an exceptional update with tons of stuff for combat, farming, and adventurers alike. Builders too. It's kind of funny how they described 1.21 as combat and tinkering when there's like a million trillion building blocks inside of this update too. From diamond farms to easy building blocks to even more. Today we're going to take a look at some of the secret and past reveals like before Minecraft Live of 1.21. Let's go. There's only one way we can start this video, and that is with the most obvious glaring reveal secretly of Minecraft 1.21. It's gotta be the spawner. When King B-Dogs and Agnes herself walked up to the spawner, King B-Dog said it. Hey, that eyes right there, that means it's a stray spawner. Now this is one that has been hashed and then rehashed by so many YouTubers. A stray spawner, it's not so secret. They literally said it inside of the video. Instead, what I want to talk about here is what the stray spawner actually means. If one was to think about this whole stray spawner madness for more than, say, 30 seconds, well, pretty quickly you'd realize, stray farm. For the very first time ever, it looks like we're about to have stray spawners in vanilla Minecraft. Now, even if they're on some kind of weird trial spawner timer, a stray spawner means farmable strays. And farmable strays, at least easily, no conversion needed at all. Well, that's gonna mean arrows of slowness. Nicely and easily. But with the stray spawner being in the game, I'd like to take it one step farther than I think anybody else has so far. So there's the obvious fact that King B-Dog said, hey, the ice means it's a stray spawner. That implies that there will be other spawners inside of this thing, and other spawners. I mean, if we're gonna have a spawner for the stray, why wouldn't we have a spawner for the husk? They're like basically twins from different biomes, and from different species, and from different parents, and from... maybe they're not so much twins. Hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe a drowned spawner instead could be on the table. Imagine how useful that'd be in this update. A copper farm from a spawner from a drowned. There's the obvious reveal of a stray spawner, and then there's the less obvious reveal of other spawners being in here too. Quite possibly, the other mob variants. So after a bit of intense and mildly violent combat, the devs take out all the strays, and then it's celebration time, party time. Right from the spawner, emeralds and actually diamonds pop out of this thing. A couple people pointed this out, and then when we talked about secrets like way earlier on in the end of this video right here, I don't think I actually mentioned it, but farmable diamonds. Farmable diamonds. Now we're still gonna have to give it a little bit of time until we can actually like say get these trial spawners in game to really check out how it's actually gonna work. But for the very first time ever in the history of Minecraft, diamonds from something that isn't like say a loot chest or just like diamond ore or something like that. Quite possibly, it might be very, very easy, or at the least maybe not easy, but doable, technically possible, to get renewable diamonds from these trials. And who knows what else, because also kind of talked about in this video, these spawners, the trial spawners, are highly customizable. We'll see whenever we get them in game for sure, but according to the devs' own words themselves, they can also even pull from multiple loot pools. So we're talking like maybe really rare loot, and then like more common loot as well. What if diamonds are just the common thing, and the more rare stuff is like a diamond armor farm? For that one, it's a little bit of speculation. We'll just have to wait and see. And speaking of wait and see, one of the best spots to wait and see is over on, well, none other than the Waddle's YouTube channel himself. Do me a real quick favor right now and double check. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. And if you're feeling extra spicy, tap the join button. Tap like on this video, and let's talk about copper. So the trial chambers, everything we've been talking about so far today, it all takes place inside of the structure. This is a massive new structure that will generate under the ground in Minecraft, and again, according to the devs' own words themselves, is relatively common. Because the structure is big and relatively common, it might not be a bad idea to locate this structure and tear it all the way down. And oh boy, what happens when you tear the trial chambers all the way down? Oh, my friend. My friend, look, of course, you're not only going to have all those beautiful, tough building blocks, but we're going to talk about copper, and we're going to talk about a little bit more copper. This structure is made out of some beautiful building blocks, some beautiful new building blocks, and also types of blocks that we've never been able to get so easily in such large amounts so quickly. I mean, we're looking at oxidized copper, it looks like, all over the structure, plain old copper as well. Maybe it's going to be waxed. And one of the most overlooked reveals of Minecraft 1.21, because the structure is built out of copper, well, it's a copper farm. This is like Minecraft's new easiest way to get tons of this stuff quickly, easily, and efficiently too. Oh, and of course, just in case you're not as familiar with copper as I am, the stuff is highly customizable too. Let's say you found a variant of copper inside of the new structure, but it was already waxed. Well, no big deal. You can just scrape the wax off with your axe. And also, let's say you don't like the block of copper, but you like the cut one. Well, not a problem. It literally multiplies by 4. With those new variants and everything, this is one of the best building blocks ever. Speaking of more spawners, you can kind of see it in random shots inside of this whole breeze combat sequence, but more spawners 100% confirmed. Inside of the structure, right bottom corner, it's, again, kind of hard to see and get good shots of it, but you can see the slime bouncing around clearly. During this whole combat sequence, they're taking on Stray, but they're also taking on Slime. There's a slime spawner inside of the structure. That means slime, quickly and easily, from a slime spawner. In this cool combat sequence, we also get the glimpse of some other spawners in the background, but it's hard to tell what spawner is what spawner. Like, we're talking boom, right there in that back corner over there. I can't really tell what the blocks are around it, but it's definitely a different spawner. And then give it a second, and boom, all the way back over there, another spawner as well in this whole, like, combat room. The slime spawner is seen plain and clear, right as the devs are leaving. You got moss blocks around it, and slime right on top of it. That's cool. Now for this next one, I don't want to spend too much time on it because, I mean, just check out this week's snapshot video. But obviously, so many extra blocks were shown off in Minecraft Live, but not really shown off at the same time. Like in the background, we got those copper bulbs that are lit up, but also not lit up. We got different versions of tough, smooth, walls, everything like that. We had doors, we had trap doors, we had grates, we got just about it all. It's pretty beautiful. So many building blocks. If you're something of a builder yourself, combine all this copper madness and how easy it is to get with all the building blocks from the snapshot video this week, and I mean, this is like your update. Well, we're talking about copper real quick. I'd like to give another shout out to the one block update detector, the copper ball, where you pulse it and it updates, and then you gotta pulse it again and it'll update again. This is a beautiful, beautiful small condensed thing for stoners worldwide. Another one that not only I overlooked, but so many other people seem to have overlooked as well, is the fact that this structure seems to be riddled and ridden with traps all over the thing. Of course, in the breeze combat sequence, there's like dispenser in the background, but moving through this big chamber inside of here, if you look at the background every once in a while, we've got a random dispenser inside of the thing as well. It seems like not only loot is going to be located in like strange and different spots, but traps all over the trial chambers as well, like right there with the tripwires and the dispenser. That's going to make this thing so interesting to explore. Like obviously here, with some of the other structures that we do have traps inside of already, like you learn the trap and then it's like, not as scary anymore. But at least until we actually learn these traps, and at the least, like traps inside of this structure, and it's looking like this is going to be one of the most advanced Minecraft structures, literally, of all time. I can't wait. Now for this next portion of the video, I'd like to move into things that have actually already been confirmed, that I feel like a lot of people are kind of forgetting about or overlooking. At Minecraft Live, when revealing the trail chambers, the devs said, for the 15th anniversary of Minecraft, they thought it was kind of perfect to take a look at a classic Minecraft feature and maybe like update it a little bit. I thought it was shocking that at Minecraft Live, they did not mention at all, not even for 1 second, some of the other updates they've been working on in the meantime. The villager update. It's not too clear exactly what update this will be hitting the game for sure. But no matter what does end up happening, we know for sure that villagers will be getting an update very, very soon, with brand new maps, trades, and everything like that. Now, given that they didn't necessarily explicitly mention it at Minecraft Live, this update very well could be hitting the game before Minecraft 1.21. But if we want to add the context of 15 years of Minecraft and the update, adventuring, a little bit of exploration, stuff like that, it almost feels like this whole villager revamp is just like the dungeon one for 1.21. Oh, and also, almost forgot to say here, but given the fact that they've already updated 4 villagers and none of the other ones, almost for certain, there should be more villager updates on the way. Hopefully soon. Another one that we really don't need to spend very much time on at all, because, I mean, if you call this one right here, we spend so much time on it already, but craftable or farmable blocks that were never farmable before. You want to farm yourself a little bit of crafting tables? Well, not a problem. As long as you have ingredients queued up always, yeah, you could farm crafting tables. Maybe you yourself, you're a little bit more into, say, pressure plates or something like that. Well, not a problem. Farmable pressure plates as well. Thanks to this handily beautiful little new block right here called the Crafter, there are so many new things that we could farm in this update that we never could have farmed before. You could expand that even more to say that these farmable things, say the kelp block, you could then translate them into usable things, great efficient fuel. Another thing that we couldn't have done before. You like it or not, the winner of this year's mob vote is the Armadillo. The Armadillo is confirmed for Minecraft 1.21. But I feel like is also not getting very much conversation at all. Alongside the brand new Armadillo, we've also got cool wolf armor that'll fit in perfectly with the trial chamber. You bring your best friend to help you, but also a scoot update of some kind. So in the big reveal, they very clearly said that Armadillo's scoot would be used to actually craft the wolf armor. Now, Armadillo's scoot, we kind of already have scoot inside of the game, except the green scoot is definitely not gonna work. That would make no sense at all. Out of the 1.21 updates that we've talked about today, this one is probably the smallest update by far. After all, when's the last time you made yourself a turtle shell helmet and collected scoot? This is probably definitely the smallest update out of the ones we're talking about so far today, but the scoot. Something's gonna need to happen with it. Maybe Turtle Scoot will be at least renamed to Turtle Scoot, or the texture will be changed and the item is just like a brand new versatile item that can craft shell helmets, dog armor, and who knows, maybe one day, a little bit more too. Finally here, last but not least, I held off all the way to the end of the video here today to talk about this one, but it's been years, it's been so long. The bundle, the bundle, it's gotta be coming soon, right? So this one is the only one out of everything that we've talked about today that is definitely not a confirmed feature for 1.21. Unfortunately, no word on the bundle and what's happening, but the bundle was going through some updates, a couple rounds of changes in between 1.20's release and Minecraft Live. With the changes happening, it definitely feels like they're working on this thing, and again, with another brand new structure, kind of like the Trail Ruins in 1.20, more structures, more loot, clogged up inventory. Like, how in the world am I meant to carry any more scoot, let alone the treasures and prizes of the chamber, if my inventory is looking something like this? That'd be nearly impossible. Minecraft 1.21, some more secret reveals and what the features inside of the update mean for other parts of the update. In all of your time pondering and thinking by the bay of the ocean, the small shore of the sea, have you cooked up something else that is actually confirmed for 1.21? If yes, tell me about it. Next up, for more updating related content, I highly recommend this video right here, where we took a look at the crafter in deep depth detail, 50 uses. Every single one of my links, my new Instagram, my subreddit, my Patreon, it's all down in the description. Check it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.